generous openness, where you're willing to have people in the room sit across the table from you who represent the affected communities, and you value their input, the tide will turn.
I think what sets the union apart is the fact that it translates its science and its knowledge and its expertise into action on the ground.
We were founded in France in 1920, almost 100 years ago.
We've had the opportunity to engage with lots of different specialists, being able to engage with the students and hearing about interesting research that's ongoing.
Childhood TB diagnosis is a real challenge for clinicians. And actually in the world nobody agrees what to do with childhood TB diagnosis. So I decided that we needed to find a solution to diagnose children, and I decided to do a study to test and validate all the clinical criteria that exist in the world for childhood TB diagnosis.
WHO estimated that in 2012 there were just over 1 million people in the world living with diabetes and tuberculosis.
Look, man, this disease, we thought it was gone, we thought we have defeated it. Actually, it's not like that.
We need to sensitize the people that actually TB is a disease which is with us, is a disease which is killing people.
The Union World Conference, as we know, is the place where the entire TB community gathers.
We should embrace the spirit of Ubuntu. You know, to see TB as a problem that affects all of us as a human species.
There's much more political will than I've ever seen, so I feel energized.
What is most important is mobilization.
Nothing is impossible. I do hope that this gathering of the most committed and finest minds will rise to the occasion.
What we want there is a world free of tuberculosis with 0 deaths, 0 disease, and 0 suffering due to tuberculosis.
It is outrageous to me that we don't say we can end this epidemic now.
We can't go on like this. If you want change, then stand up now. Stand up and say that it's time to stop TB. Stand up and say, we refuse to be here in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, and still see such small annual reductions in this disease, which afflicts the poorest and the weakest in society most of all. Stand up and say, it's in our collective power to stop this. If we have the ambition to do better, stand up and call on the people who represent you to act. Stand up, stand up.
What are you most excited about this year at the conference?
Since it's my first time to attend, I feel like everything is awesome.
Our community faces complex and dynamic public health challenges. How will we solve them? We must know the evidence, aggressively share it, and act together. Thank you for making the 45th Conference of the Union the greatest ever. I look forward to seeing you in Cape Town in December 2015.